Mind you, listen and obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Fight hard, fight clean. Good luck.
Of the first round of the NBA playoffs, you don't think that the top teams are in jeopardy in the business.
And Wade's plan for scoring the upset is that he boxes Golovkin. He says he doesn't have any idea how good a... So we'll see whether that can happen. They're both listed at 5'10.5", but as they get into the ring, Wade looks like the taller fighter.
So I'm sure Triple G is going to immediately attack the body as soon as he sees fit. He'll come in and take a fight like this, though, because he hasn't had a big fight in his career yet. So fighting Triple G is not a big fight. It's the biggest fight he could have in his job of attacking right away here off of Triple G's punches.
10 months ago, Wade struggled to get by 41-year-old Australian veteran Sam Saleh. Took to the body. It's one of his more effective shots. Logic says if you struggle with Sam, who does not have any power, you may be in truly deep against Gennady Golovkin. But of course, styles make fights, and those are two instances.
Yeah, they are, but you are in deep fighting Triple G anyway. The only problem I see here for a person like Dominique is quick enough to surprise Triple G. If you're not quick enough to bring him a surprise, it's a good body shot, though. If you're not quick enough to bring him a real surprise, upset him.
Golovkin didn't seem to believe he needed to know much specific about Wade, just to provide whatever scouting report he thinks is there going into the fight. Golovkin says that the jab fest against David Lemieux in his last fight, when he threw nearly 50 jabs and instantly made it a tactical fight rather than the war a lot of people expected. He says that was a decision that was made on the fly. It was not something they planned in advance. He just walked in round one, started landing jabs.
See what worked in that first round, Jim, and whatever works, they take it. I mean, if you're smart, you take what the opponent gives you.
Dominic Wade's a nice young fighter in his prime, undefeated about it.
No, he doesn't have enough power to really cause him any concern, and that's not good for him.
Contact, landing, as you can see, 3 times as many punches as Wade by CompuBox count in the round. Really big. Now he does. That was big enough.
Yes, it was. Big enough to end the fight, as a matter of fact.
Are you okay?
Not enough time in this round.
Walk to me. Give me your gloves.
Above the top, but Wade makes it out of round one.
Hey, listen, that worked though. And Don, slam the right hand down the middle. No reaching. You good?
He's trying to hold him, and this is why he tried to hold him, because he didn't want to catch his overhand right to the back of the head. That shot causes all types of damage. Hits your neck in a very unorthodox way that causes you to just lose equilibrium, and down he goes.
He's been down. Downs occurred in the first round. Last time it happened, he got his bearings and came back and won the fight.
Shot behind the ear like that is a quasi-rabbit. The way Dominic Wade was turning away, he's presenting that as the target.
Golovkin seemed to hurt him with another right hand.
And now he knows it's just a matter of time before he catches him and finishes it.
Oh.
Crowd oohs and ahs at the right-hand body shot.
Good body shot by Triple G. And a lot like Chocolatito, Jim, when they realize a guy can't hurt him, the opponent to weaken him. Good body shot again.
Wade looked a little stiff-legged as he backed up after that body shot. Missing with the right hand, that might have finished it if he had landed it.
And now Gennady seems to go into that thing, Roy, where...
This is the Willie Monroe thing.
Yeah, he kind of lets the guy hit him a little bit.
Anything to do with punching power when it comes to the opponent.
Got to be careful doing that sort of thing, though, because 160 is dangerous.
Yeah, but he's already felt the power of this guy, Wade, and he's not no kind of way intimidated by his punching power.
Or one thing is he's going to get painted every once in a while because he's a pressure fighter. And down goes Wade for the second time.
I don't think he'll make it back.
Doesn't look eager to get up.
No.
8, 9. Yes.
No, this fight is over.
Again. Say it again. Give me gloves. You better protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
I know that he can. good hook.
Some of his best shots now, Roy.
Yeah, that's a good hook.
It was the Golovkin left hand and right hand.
Same punch.
And let's see if Jack Reese is even going to consider allowing Wade to continue after the third knockout of the fight.
9, 10.
And that's it. Less than 2 rounds, a series of right hands, and that was
The first down was a left hand. The right hand actually hit his shoulder, I believe.
A left uppercut, then followed by an overhand right to the shoulder. And the shoulder punch took him down, but like Max said, the damage was done from the left hand right here. Boom, that hurt him, and then the shoulder shot just pushed him down because the hook to the head and the jab to the head did the real damage.
Good, clean championship fight. Just obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
And we are underway for this WBA Bantamweight Championship. Nonito Donaire
that he has to avoid. I saw him in the pre-fight interview, and he said, "No, look at this fight exactly the way that he approached the Tay fight."
Nice right hand to the body by Nonito Donaire. This is the first time he has fought for gold, and they both exchanged nicely off the clock.
But you can see the power right there with Nonito moved Young across the ring.
Well, Nonito Donaire has fought some high-level competition. Guillermo Chinian beat Jorge Arce as well. I mean, what a career. And still has that fire to continue to fight at this high level of prize fight.
Against a southpaw, doing a great job so far, much like he did against Rhythm, and throw those power shots that he's known for.
We'll see if Stefan Young, who is trained by Herman, trains quite a bit of quality fighters, including Luis Ortiz.
Yeah, and that's what he has to do. He has to throw something. He's just walking forward.
Well, Donaire is cutting off the ring. Final moments of our opening stanza here between Donaire and Stefan Young, leading this tournament from moving forward.
Absolutely, and that's what you got to do. That's why you hold guys that Zolani Tay was not able to fight in this fight. But there's that left hook across the ring, and you can look right here. Boom! Hits him with that left balance, and look at the body shot that he hits him with. But that's the
Donaire has been there, done that over and over and over again.
I prepared for a guy that was 2.5 inches taller than me. I prepared for a guy that had a 4-inch reach advantage fighter than Tay.
Well, but if there is a fighter or experience been in high-level situations for quite a while.
Absolutely, and that's why he said it would be.
Stefan Young, as we talked about early in the broadcast, he is.
Because right now Donaire's not thinking about anything. He's just coming right to him. That left hand that he just threw, that's what he has to do in order to keep Donaire on.
St. Louis has been a home for the Spinks family, Michael and Leon and Corey as well. Leon's son, only loss coming to Stefan Young's dossier was to 21-year-old Filipino boxing. He was down in the third.
He says, well, it feels great because now I'm fighting guys my size.
Well, and as you get older, there's a left hand that can rise in, and the discipline that Donaire has to be able to get
back. I'll tell you what, from a guy who weighs about 225 pounds now, it is hard to get back down to your play.
And there is Nonito, just some of the action from the second. Here's Stefan Young showing some success.
Yeah, he surprised Nonito right there, and that's what I'm saying. He's got a hand, then follows it up with the hook. That's exactly what you're supposed to do if you're a southpaw, not expecting that combination.
Final. And Stefan Young, as Donaire
is developing a mouse up underneath his left eye.
Underneath the left eye of Nonito Donaire. And another straight left that was partially blocked. Referee who's been in many championship matchups as the referee. Right hook that connected, and Young seems to be finding his rhythm. We saw evidence of that and towards the tail.
Moving now. He's sitting more in the pocket. He's willing to trade with Donaire. Is that a smart thing? I don't think it is.
Movement in order to keep himself not as easy of a target because Young is finding a home for that straight left as it's finding its mark for Stephon Young and to grow. With this being his first world title shot opportunity, there could be doubt in the mind.
I think gave him a lot of confidence with the right hook. He's like, hey, listen, man, I can hit him with things, so now why don't I just stay here?
In the playoffs for the first time in the NBA, and you're taking on the end of the first quarter. Mentally, you think I can hang with this team, and we
do at any point.
Well, no question. It's still a past 2 rounds. Donier, though, looking to assert himself once. Good ebb and flow action. There's a big right here, and that buzzed Young. And Young seems to be staggered for a brief moment.
That's coming. He can't be there. He's got to get off those ropes.
Round 3. That's coming. There's Herman Casado in the corner of Stephon Young.
But Donier throws a straight right hand.
Well, there's Stephon Young.
But here it is right here. Double jab, followed up, blinds him, hits
Young was lit up with that right hand, but it was set up, Kendall, how? With the double jab.
With a double jab. And that's exactly what Donier did in that last round. And Stephon Young got
compared to the second and the third, tried to make Stephon Young uncomfortable.
Great champions and elite fighters, they want your opponent to become dangerous.
Obviously, a world title is up for grabs, but also a berth to the final of the world.
To feint and something. Once again, nice uppercut. Hit him right.
And Donier is looking to add in a left hook that connected.
Stephon Young blinking. That right eye is really bothering him at this point.
Really thinking and trying to observe and get away from the big punches of Nonito. Nonito Donier with a 50. Stephon Young going back to the corner, and he has.
You can see him walking forward, boom, throwing that uppercut coming right between the gloves, leaning forward, which sets him up perfectly for that left uppercut right there.
And he did Nonito Donier. And there's Stephon Young answering back, though.
And that's exactly what champions do. He tried to catch it and shoot, but he wasn't able to catch it, but to shoot there.
Donier. Stephon Young, Donier, the champion. And Donier starting off and going right to the body of Stephon Young to start the
in a row, and it looks like he's just going to try to go after Stephon Young at this point and try to
some deep waters. The question is, can he survive and keep himself afloat?
Stand his ground at some point and not let Nonito continue to come forward and pot shot.
There's a jab followed by a right for Donier.
And you know, he's trying to make Nonito Donier to respect him, because Nonito Donier continues to walk forward.
A good defense does Donier. He is, and an uppercut that backed up and snapped the head back to Young. I think Donier knows. And also, Kendall, there's a
nice
big
counter shot.
Young sat down in his punch and he landed. Look, you cannot count out Stephon Young, and taking a look at the punch stat numbers. And there's an uppercut.
He's fighting a 4-time world champion, and he's coming out his own.
You cannot question the heart of Stephon Young, and there's to stay in the center of that ring.
He's backing him up to the ropes again. That's exactly Ryan Burnett in his previous fight. Nice shot by Young.
As we end, Stephon Young.
Hands up, be smart.
And let's take a look back at some of the work from the 5th round. Here is Donier stepping Young through a right hand, but there's that right uppercut jarring the jaw of Stephon Young.
Yeah, right uppercut. Donier knows that shot is there, but you see Stephon Young right there going. He can't walk in without his defense.
Shot just so that he can get Young comfortable. You see that
36 years old, 4-time world champion, so he knows all the tricks of the trade.
And you know what is interesting, Kendall, is guys in the lighter weight classes, I'm talking about 30 on, you're considered an old man.
That's true.
And the fact that Donier is 36 years of age, 18, a world champion at 18, that is...
Weight classes, 36 years old, most guys don't have all of that left. But Nonito Donier...
I'm not going to lie to the audience and say that Nonito Donier when he was 22.
Right.
But he has gotten smarter. Placement of it is calculated, and there's a reason for why he does what he does.
Like the Filipino Thunder
exactly,
at this point.
We'll see if Donier has certainly been throwing quite a bit of thunder. Stephon Young, something that has been absent from his repertoire.
You got to give it to Stephon Young. Listen, he's biting down. He knows that he's down in this fight. He's knows down, sitting down and trading shots. Once again, as you can see him connecting right there.
Cannot get too comfortable because Young certainly has quite a bit of, you know, Kendall, having been inside the ring, the punches that are the most dangerous are those.
Put the earmuffs on because you can't see that shot coming.
And they're not earmuff defense was that, and you mentioned him earlier, Winky Wright. There are not many guys to be able to evade. And there's a back down goes Young on a thunderous left hook.
And they're talking about Nonito Donaire at this 118th. Everybody better watch out.
Good night, Stephon Young. Nonito, my goodness. And now we await, we hope that Young is okay. He's moving.
Yeah, and Nonito Donaire showing concern for his opponent. What a gentleman. But listen, you got to give it to Stephon Young. He came
Talk about a candidate for knockout of the year here in 2019. Oh my.
We talk about his power at 118. Yeah, he carried some power up to 122 in one division. As you can see right here, he comes back with the level. Bam!
Boom!
Hit him right on the chin. And that was it.
Night. Look, and Stephon Young left his chin in the air, waited too long. Boom!
Sure did.
Night-night.
And the fundamentals, you can see right here. Nonito Donaire sees the open shot. Boom!
He was unconscious going to the canvas.
He was
unconscious before his back. Nonito Donaire getting an emphatic knockout on Young.
Unbelievable. But what a great performance by Donaire. His division, as you can see right here, he comes back with the level. Bam!
Boom!
Hit him right on the chin. And that was it.
Night. Look, and Stephon Young left his chin in the air, waited too long. Boom!
Sure did.
Night-night.
And the fundamentals, you can see right here. Nonito Donaire sees the open shot. Boom!
He was unconscious going to the canvas.
He was
unconscious before his back.
And I can tell you, you can see the concern about Donaire. As you can see right here, he comes back with the level. Bam!
Boom!
Hit him right on the chin. And that was it.
Night. Look, and Stephon Young left his chin in the air, waited too long. Boom!
Sure did.
Night-night.
And the fundamentals, you can see right here. Nonito Donaire sees the open shot. Boom!
He was unconscious going to the canvas.
Todo el tiempo. Buena suerte. Good luck. Let's go.
Who is the best lightweight in the world? We're about to find out.
Well, you watched all the hard work that Ronnie Shields did in bringing Rocky Juarez on. Marquez's trainer, Nacho Beristain, was the man who handled Oscar De La Hoya in his disastrous outing against Manny Pacquiao. Already the pressure from Diaz
at this stage.
Diaz showing respect, ripping Marquez with another left hook. 3 body shots from Marquez. This is going to be a hellacious war.
Between a younger and older fighter. In this case, the early rounds seem to favor Diaz.
To hit Marquez for the most part. I thought this was what we would see starting about the 4th round, but not in the 5th.
Not to mention the well-known cultural Mexican tradition of willing to mix it up.
What a big left hook by Diaz. Marquez trying to fire back. Lands a right cross on a left hook. Round 1
straight through the middle with punches where he's really exerting his weight. And even though they weighed in, Marquez to back up by pushing his punches straight forward and pushing his weight at the same time.
And by the way, with the sole exception of his one loss, I get the hunch that Marquez is going to need to stay off.
And I don't think he's going to do that. And the way that Diaz is punching, he's got his head down more, where he's getting better leverage in the exchanges, and Marquez is straight, where he can maximize his strength.
Big left hook. Staggers Marquez. Marquez in trouble and trying to fight his way out of it. Marquez might have been gone right there. It was an unbelievable shot.
That instinct that I mentioned from Morales, and Marquez has the same thing inside him.
In fact, if you want punches in the round, Big left hook by Diaz, straight right hand by Marquez. Jabbing and hunting. Marquez going to the body and coming back up. Missed the right hand.
Okay? I want you to relax for me now, okay? Now listen, don't let this guy out jab you.
Here we say Diaz driving in, we call him left hook right there, and head probably because he had him back and back. And he's maximizing his weight on every punch by lunging forward as he punches.
And particularly, every once in a while, they go off the diving board all at once. But he's looked really good in the first couple rounds against a guy who's looked... Four-punch combination by Diaz.
So Marquez is landing punches, but the weight is just as good sometimes.
Good right hand by Marquez. Real fighters.
Punches forward with full force, and also you see punches coming back from Marquez, which are counter.
I saw 3 judges score a draw. Very, very rare. Back to this fight. Juan Diaz head and stand there and slug with Diaz, and that's how Diaz wants it. Diaz led the more clean shots, just like he's doing right there. 3-0 Diaz.
A harder puncher, but of course, Diaz, as we pointed out, is by nature the bigger man.
Maximum level. He punches his body forward in a Joe Frazier type style.
A 4-punch counter-punch combination. Awesome stuff. Should a fight like this even be scored? Just let him fight.
Side to side head move. Okay?
Where's the
Vaseline? Where's the Vaseline?
Here you say Diaz land his beautiful left hook. Evidently, Marquez cannot feel the left hook combination, particularly at the end of the round.
Diaz established themselves with their volume.
Diaz again, imposing his will against Marquez on the ropes and catches him again with a left combination, and he nails Diaz with 2 uppercuts in a row. Both from the straight right hand down the pipe by Diaz.
Well, I tell you what, this is going to be a tough fight right here.
Another huge left hook by Diaz.
You know, referee Rafael Ramos has not had to break these guys up for one clinch at all that I can remember.
I didn't even know he was in the ring.
No, they're just fighting their way straight through.
On our competitor network, Showtime. One difference. Good left hook by Diaz again. In other fights. Another big left hook. There Diaz got an assist. Marquez is beginning to become... Uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. How many times do you see that? Left hook, back into the ropes. All-out war. What happened to the boxing? Diaz eats a hard right hand.
Give me a deep one. Deep one. Let him out slow. Again.
Don't let him build.
Juan Diaz. One man with Marquez merely going to stay off them ropes. When he goes on the ropes, Juan Diaz just pummels him like you're watching here. When the fight goes into the center of the ring, Juan will know.
He did in the Rocky Juarez Chris John fight that preceded this. And he'll be trying. Straight right hands landing for Juan Manuel. Left hook, body shot, left hook to the body, all by Juan Diaz. Now it looks as though the stamina advantage is beginning to show for the baby boy.
A bit with his mouth open since the 3rd round. The pace is something, as you noted, Jim.
2 straight right hands by Marquez. 2 more big left hooks by Diaz. Drives Marquez right hand of his own. Marquez trying to counter again, keeping the pressure on. He listened to Ronnie between rounds. He's not going to let the Mexican rest.
Nice smart, Juan.
Listen.
Don't go to the ropes. That's on his favors. In the middle, you're beating him.
Those exchanges that they have, and you see the punches are landing, short punches, sweat flying, shows the type of a fight this.
You've heard the crowd. You've seen the energy. In January, it was a tremendous crowd night. Big crowds in Madison Square Garden and Youngstown, Ohio. For Miguel Cotto, this. Economic conditions are helping to bring boxing back to its roots, and fans are responding.
Uppercut from Marquez, which has been maybe his most effective.
Along with the straight right hand. So they're equal in cuts now. Into the 8th round. There comes the uppercut again. Twice in a row.
He's found a home with that left uppercut.
Diaz isn't landing many, but he's asserting his energy again. Good job of blocking punches there by the Baby Bull. He'll have to go to work on Diaz between rounds.
The same thing as, Marquez is fighting for the pride of his country. Even though they're both supposed to be Mexican, right now he considers Diaz a half Mexican. He's American Mexican.
What action.
This is amazing.
Marquez is a good defensive fighter, but Diaz overwhelms the volume of his punches. Even as Marquez.
And as the blood flows, the urgency level rises.
And you changed somewhat, and Marquez's confidence level is starting to grow now.
Diaz did not respond well to the cut against the dire way here against Marquez.
Well, we told you how Marquez adjusts and comes around.
Diaz got caught with a left hook, and he looked stunned.
25 seconds turned away. Diaz with a left hook to back him off. Possibly a throw.
And Marquez is an experienced fighter. I don't know if Diaz can handle that, because he has not had that type of experience.
Hey, what was it? Joe got the cut. Now listen, give me that mouthpiece.
Here you see Marquez mixing up his punches to the outside and between the gloves. And here is a left hook that he catches with the head, which he just simply didn't see the punch. And it's a punch that hurts you always when it came through.
Harold Letterman's scorecard begins to tighten. Marquez making his patented.
He's the heavier-handed fighter, puncher. And it's starting to take its toll on Diaz.
Box record for these two fighters tonight.
While they smash each other's faces.
Exactly. Marquez made Emmanuel in about the 3rd or 4th round to find that upper camera away at it with 2 and 3 uppercuts at a time.
Very smart fighter. Great adjustments. And I thought this time he would be watching, but as he's turning around, he's back in the fight. And Diaz, it's interesting when Diaz had it, and Marquez said he never would dream at that time, especially being that he was only 16 and ended up fighting with Diaz.
He said he was they're taunting each other in the ring. Great left hook by Diaz through the sheer force of will. All credit to the referee. When if he stops it, it'll be the first thing he's done in the fight.
In fact, it's Diaz who's had more experience fighting at this pace.
And he's 10 years younger. And he's fighting in his hometown. And he's supposedly the stronger man.
And he's hurt.
A huge uppercut. Down goes Diaz. Can he make it out of the ring? 35 seconds to go.
But I don't think that's what he's going to do.
And look at Marquez go to the body. Look at him go to the body to try to set up the finish. And what a right hand. And that will be that.
What you just saw was a really good young fighter knocked out by a...
And you're pound for pound number 1.
Maybe. Just might be.
No, that's what you said, and you have good grounds to say that.
Well, let me say this. Who is great, Marquez is just as great.
Right hand, but what amazed me was the precision and the accuracy of the punches from Marquez. He didn't miss too many punches.
Produced that first knockdown. The second knockdown is really almost a formality on a brilliant right.
He threw punches over the top, and then he threw punches up underneath.
The sheer
lightweight champion of the world, Juan Manuel Dinamita
Over here, McCoy. All right, you've had your instructions downstairs. Punches here, remember, fine. Both your trunks a little high. Shake hands and good luck to both of you.
Well, as we had said during the break, don't blink if you are a Deontay Wilder fan. 14 of his 24 fights have ended in the first round. Only 4 times has he even gotten close to the 4th round.
Yeah, I believe only 2 opponents have made it to the 4th round even. And I was actually ringside as a boxing writer for both of those fights. And they were against short, cagey guys. McCreary is definitely short.
Yeah.
We'll see how cagey he is.
These are the 2 opposite extremes of the heavyweight division.
Absolutely.
You can't get any more athletic than Deontay Wilder, who he says was born to be an athlete. He played football, played basketball as a young man. From the age of 5, he says he knew he was going to be an athlete. Unfortunately, there was a little detour in his career. He had a daughter who was born with a spinal cord illness, and he had to quit college. That's when he found boxing. First time he walked in there, he said, I just loved everything in a boxing ring, and here we have him today.
And he advanced very quickly in the amateur ranks. He actually made the U.S. Olympic squad for 2004 with under 25 bouts. He won the National Golden Gloves. He won a U.S. Amateur Championship. And he surprised everybody by actually winning the Olympic trials. And each one of those amateur victories was a huge upset. So there's been a lot of eyeballs on him ever since he turned pro.
Yeah, he's 6'7", by the way. He's got, obviously, height. He's got advantage, reach advantage, I should say. McCreary is 39 years old and only 5'11", so quite a discrepancy when it comes to physical attributes or characteristics.
McCreary is not a heavyweight. I've actually seen McCreary fight before. He was a very good super middleweight prospect 5 or 6 years ago. Doesn't belong in the ring as a heavyweight, and Deontay's looking to get him out of there. That was a quick 1-2 that put McCreary down.
I don't think McCreary has the look of a fighter that's going to stay in there too long. So pay close attention. Don't look away. This could be the end coming up very soon.
You know what? I do not think that was a knockdown. I saw a 1-2 combination land and McCreary go down, but I don't believe referee
didn't
Raul
like
Pais,
that, however.
Yeah.
Even under those circumstances, he was making gestures like he was not comfortable with that situation.
And this style that McCreary has, where he's kind of languishing on the outside and trying to surprise him with single power shots, kind of leaping in with left hooks and right crosses, that worked 5 years ago and 100 pounds ago, but it's, you know, the weight that he's carrying now, he just can't. Oh, wow, Pais is not counting this as a knockdown.
That was a phantom punch, if I've ever seen one. I think it was more his chest hitting maybe the face of McCreary.
McCreary, I think he's going to say that his right knee hurts. I see it's bandaged up. But, you know, at this weight, when he throws himself off balance.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight McCreary is carrying around. As you said, in 2008, when Wilder won his Olympic medal, McCreary was 80 pounds lighter than he is. Made his pro debut at 166. And there we see a little bit of Wilder's punching power.
Shove down. I thought a 1-2 combination landed, but it actually missed. McCreary lunged in, and Wilder gave him a little shove with his lead hand.
And here, round 2, McCreary trying to throw a little bit of
he got a
boxing
right hand
skill.
in there.
Yeah, he got that right in there. But back comes Wilder with a punch of his own, and there goes McCreary back down to the canvas.
And here is a real knockdown. And I've seen this in the past when a fighter gets a good shot at Wilder, he usually...
Referee interference right there, by the way.
He usually pays the opponent back in kind.
Yeah, McCreary just kind of puts his head down and throws some punches in upward direction. Oh, on the way down, he nailed him.
And Raul Kais Sr.
Right.
is
I don't know if he saw that.
Well, he saw something.
He was already down when Wilder threw one final punch.
I think on his way down, Wilder landed a shot sort of to the back of the head, but I think Kais Sr. does not think that McCreary can continue.
No, and Wilder finally breaking that game face, that poker face. We finally see a slight smile on his face now, just kind of wondering what happened.
I'm wondering if McCreary hurt him at all with that right cross that he landed. It was pretty obvious from the onset that McCreary was not going to last in this contest.
McCreary, the Bulldog, is very unhappy right now.
I guess he wanted the option of trying to make it to his feet. Wanted a count.
You need some help, bros? Let me know.
Plenty of medical supervision in the ring right now.
Yeah, it seems to me there's something wrong with the left leg of Damon McCreary. You see it's bandaged up. The left knee is bandaged up.
All right, let's see that late punch.
All right, here is I want to see the right hand.
That's a little bit of a headbutt right there.
So McCreary charging in and really just getting nailed by Wilder.
Falling hard on his knees.
So the right hand that seemed to buzz Wilder really landed to the neck. But Wilder came right back with the left, right, and then another left.
And then here come the finishing touches.
McCreary was quick to get up from the second knockdown. I can understand why he would be a little bit upset that the second knockdown was waved off the fight without a count.
All right, well, we're going to have a chance to talk to him. For right now, let's see exactly when this fight ended.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout ends at 55 seconds of round number 2. Referee Raul Kais Sr. stops this bout for your winner by knockout and still undefeated, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder.
All right, well, we didn't get a chance to see the final knockdown.
But we got to see why people are excited about Deontay Wilder. Is that athleticism, the speed, the power, putting the punches together. And I think we're going to see a replay of the final knockdown here. It's timing McCreary with a left hook. Landed that right, sort of to the back, and then he caught him with a short inside right that put McCreary down on his side.
For good.
And I think the way that McCreary was covered up, that sort of prompted referee Raul Kais to wave it off.
We're going to step aside for a second. We'll talk.
Okay, Jimmy, you see such a long time. Says looking at his long time. What's the music count to 10? Y'all two are the judges. Let's touch him up. Luke, when are you ready? Buck!
So here we go, round 1, we're going 8.
Walk in, and of course, the mistake he made in the first fight, don't square up, never stand in front of Woodley.
We know Jake Paul can bang. Can he weather it, and can he have an offense of his own? This man.
Come on.
A lot of clinches in the inside.
Blue, stop holding.
Woodley did say that he shouldn't give him nothing to tie him up with.
Watch your head.
Now we see Woodley clinching, Barry.
Stop. Come on. Watch the back of the head.
This man really doing much beyond.
Come on now. Break clean.
I'm going to give it to Jake Paul just as I thought he. Tell me about that.
Yeah, he said he's got to open up their legs. Oh,
over the right hand.
I think when your legs are too wide like that, you're going to be off balance, Barry.
So Paul trying to wing shots
I'm
here.
holding, Red.
Down low, put his elbows in and go to work the body.
Come on.
A lot of outside in punches from. Nice combination from Paul, left to the head, right to the body. And finally, Paul.
Woodley, he's falling in for the same trap as he did in the first fight. I mean,
Boy, there's real danger of a clash of heads here, too. They're both just...
Red, stop holding Red.
You know, they did tell me that Jake has been trying to work more on the inside, which he is. Look, he's doing some inside work.
Good shot with the left hand.
At mid to even short range, right there he holds, but definitely that was definitely a round for Jake Paul.
Woodley's going to have to do some business. I mean, he's just...
You will see Jake with the jab to the body, overhand right.
I told you already.
Kind of like a little Woodley coming back here with kind of like a body. Then that left hook kind of landed. Set it up. He set it up with that right hook to the body, but then Jake Paul seems pretty relaxed.
He does, much more so. Woodley just doesn't seem comfortable in there. He took a right hand from Paul and the right hand of the body. Right hand from Woodley. Maybe the side backs Jake Paul up. Woodley now opening up on Paul. I was going to say, those cuts bleed a lot.
Yes.
No.
And Woodley should take advantage of that. Guys, maybe blinding him a little bit.
A little uppercut from Jake Paul. Back
Too slow on his feet. Like he's stuck on sand. You know, he's got to be faster, explosive with his feet. It's a concern for sure, Barry. Could this be a Woodley round? Possibly, right?
Elbow. Okay, accidental elbow, okay.
It was a headbutt. You know, I didn't see no elbow there, Barry.
No, I didn't either. That's right. Take a look.
Well, he was already cut up right there.
Yeah, that was
nice 1-2 there. That was a solid 1-2 by.
Jab down, hook right hand. He's reaching bad with his right hand for your jab, all right? He's reaching really bad. You hear me?
I'll tell you, if they don't stop the bleed, that could be a factor in this fight.
Definitely.
Wild swing, Jake Paul.
And the blood starts again from the forehead.
Absolutely. Good inside work. Nice uppercut there by Woodley, but that's one shot.
That's it.
He needs to get small. Little punches and punches.
Nice combination from Jake Paul in close.
Good body shots.
Come on, y'all.
Boy, there is real danger of a headbutt here.
Jake is forgetting about the jab.
No.
Stuff like that is mentally messing up.
Right?
This was roughly when he started to get tired in the last fight.
Yes. One jab.
Advantage of the opportunities that are being presented to him here.
This is where Woodley's explosiveness and combinations should play.
Come on, y'all.
Again, Jake Paul just missed that overhand right. To make for Woodley winning this round.
Yeah, it's a tough round to judge. Second half of the fight. Round 5.
He the punch in the front.
Well, he started out with a couple of jabs, and that's it.
Watch the back of the head.
Just got caught with an uppercut coming in.
Oh, headbutt.
And there was the headbutt.
Jake Paul, because he's taller.
That cut has not really opened up again.
Great job of stopping the bleeding.
No.
Little combination there from Woodley. He's still there for the taking.
10 seconds, Jimmy, 10 seconds.
Nobody wants it.
Time.
You see both jabbing at the same time, and look at that headbutt again, Barry. Like I said, the top of good exchange there on the inside. That was a pretty good uppercut, but that was pretty much it.
This is pretty tough to watch, to be honest with you.
Come on now.
A couple of punches from Jake Paul. I would say there has not been a good clean shot from either. Right hand from Woodley.
Blue. Come on, watch the back of the head.
All those missed. There's a good right hand, and that drops Woodley, and in.
From Jake Paul, lead hand, and put Woodley to... Wow, Barry, I got excited.
I mean, that's the way you draw up a one punch.
He set it up good.
No.
And we're going to see how Woodley dropped his hand. Boom.
Just as good as it can be.
Dropped his jab hand.
Boom.
He might have came straight up down the pipe, and he turned it over the top.
That's the look of a guy who just...
You would see it again. Look at that.
Boy, I hate to see a guy go down like that.
For this long-awaited heavyweight championship fight, title holder Anthony Joshua defending his belt against former champion Vladimir Klitschko, who was the second longest reigning heavyweight champ in history.
Can Vladimir Klitschko reclaim the top spot and usher in a new era of heavyweight?
Round one begins. Referee David.
The drama here for this crowd is not just...
A little bit reticent to throw power punches. Look at that graphic. Dealing with Vladimir from round to round.
Good right hand by Vladimir right there. Right away. Didn't hurt Joshua, but it was
the same he was under Emmanuel Stewart, because Banks is not Emmanuel.
Right hand by Joshua on the shoulder of Klitschko. Now the right hand over the top. Joshua getting aggressive.
Your taste?
No, it's not really up in the air because both of them are 6'6". Vladimir Klitschko pulled the left hand down and landed the right hand right over the top. That was an experience. Pulled the left hand down to land it so far.
Klitschko talked about
and it's very true, Max, that it happens. But once you do, how it feels sometimes to not be champion.
Joshua missed with an uppercut, landed with a left, fires a right to the body, and just misses with a big left hook upstairs. Joshua, 1996, Joshua won it 16 years later. 18 fights.
Guys, Joshua's boxing. You know, the questions going into this fight
isn't doing is letting his hands go with big shots.
We're not expecting him to do that, Jim. He's got him in the corner. This kid cannot outbox you.
Do me a favor, man. Just box him smooth with a jab. Right hands to the body.
In New York, Harold, how do you have it so far?
Okay, Jim. 3-0, Anthony Joshua.
I agree with Harold.
He's telling Klitschko, you're letting him get brave. You're allowing him to take the...
Oh, Klitschko just missed with a really good right hand.
These two are starting to lean into some of their power shots.
And there's a good body shot by Joshua to the right side, to the left side. Hard right hand by Joshua.
So many problems. And Tyson Fury is not even a puncher. And now we see Vladimir Klitschko knock that jab down again, and then the best punch of the night right away. Right here we thought he evened it up with this right hand, but this right hand actually missed. But 90,000 fans and the referee may have thought likewise. But that punch
don't have the benefit of replay.
Oh, Klitschko hurt. Klitschko's hurt. Klitschko's hurt. Klitschko's hurt bad.
Left hook upstairs.
Yeah, Klitschko's hurt.
Hold. Joshua trying to go ahead.
And he's hurt very bad. And there he goes. Down goes Klitschko.
Joshua is jumping around because Joshua failed to go straight to the neutral corner.
Doesn't matter, Jim. He just has to remember to go to the body and not run into nothing big himself. And Klitschko is throwing big shots now because he's desperate.
Very large cut.
Oh, good hook by Klitschko. He's trying.
Gets in a big left hook shot.
Klitschko is showing the heart of a champion because he's really trying now. Knocked out. See that? He's gambling now. Good right hand by Klitschko, making Joshua afraid to attack him.
Trying to take
a minute and 20 to go in what is then an action third round. Klitschko has been down, has been cut, and now is trying to...
Followed by a hook by Joshua.
Klitschko's used to guys falling down after they land shots like
another good hook by Klitschko. Right uppercut back. Oh!
Joshua's in trouble.
Yes, big trouble.
50 seconds to go in the round.
Joshua with his hands
left hook by Klitschko. Right hand by Klitschko. Joshua wobbling. Comes back with a left hook.
Very fatigued.
Let's see who's got something left. Klitschko misses. Joshua on the inside. Hard right hand by Klitschko. And both fighters will be happy to hear the ball.
Don't worry about it. Big punch. Right hand. Followed by a big left hook right there that hurt him. Joshua stays on the attack. Gets him with an overhand right and a jab, and down he goes. Fought his way back into this ring. Another left hook right there. Just
6 begins.
And who did that round take more out of is the question here.
So Jacob's blood to start flowing again. Left hook Joshua, left hook Klitschko. A little bit of a break here and a chance to get.
And he's taking more gambles like that.
Right hand. Down goes Joshua.
Can recover, Jim.
He gets up. Very shaky. Vladimir trying to measure the target.
Dead tired.
Right hand by Klitschko. Right hand by Joshua trapped in a corner.
Through this fight goes from excellent to epic.
A heavyweight, the crowd will roar with approval.
Giving him the right hand, mate.
Same punch he landed all night, knocked the jab down, followed the straight right hand, and that really put Joshua on the mat. That was beautiful straight right hand, straight right down the pipe. I mean, it doesn't get any cleaner than that. And that's set.
Like he started the middle of the 5th round, this would have been a lot tremendous in round 6. Each fighter gets an extra point for a knock. But, you know, Vladimir's coming on. He can easily turn his fight around. I thought he lost the first 5 rounds, but now he's
doing what he's doing right now, Klitschko.
That's exactly right, Max.
Is giving Joshua a chance to get back into the fight.
Yes,
right now. He's technically being outworked what it was when he knocked Klitschko down, obviously.
Klitschko mentally.
There it is.
So body shot by Joshua, and another right hand.
As though he's still ready.
May 20.
On the canvas and all but out on his feet.
The good thing for Joshua is getting knocked out.
Because of the early lead he piled up.
Exactly. The bad thing for him is that
Joshua's gone back to working his jab now.
Feinting, moving his head left and right, throwing punches like that means something.
Also, when you consider Vladimir had to get who was expected to win.
The first 5 rounds. Then he knocked Klitschko down, and Joshua is getting just a little bit steadier on his feet.
Yes. Klitschko is setting him up for it right now again. If he does, it could be.
Joshua leads Klitschko into a corner, but the bell sounds to end the round.
All to the wall. It's all or nothing. You don't got enough round. You're going to put it together, Mike.
From the cut above Klitschko's left eye.
Yeah, he's done a great job of stopping blood over that left eye.
Winning streak for Joshua on the Letterman scorecard to begin the fight, and now it's a unofficial scorecard. We remind you he's unofficial, and if official judges have given the one portrayed by Letterman scorecard.
Yes, it could, and we have seen that very often. So
the sense that all of Joshua's punches been past round 7.
That's true, but have you ever seen Vladimir Klitschko using lateral movement? Exactly, and that's what we're seeing right now. Several times before. Like I said, it doesn't mean he's going to win it.
Joshua's had some success dipping and throwing that right hand to the
disciplined body puncher, and he's gone through some fights without landing any of them. And now we go to round 10.
9th round kind of hurt Vladimir Klitschko. He didn't do a heck of a lot. I thought, and you know, Joshua had the first 5 rounds in his pocket, so that 9th round.
And like we said, if it goes the distance.
Joshua gets in a left hand
on these legs at 41 years old.
In rounds to discourage Klitschko. And the question is, even if he does and he hurts him.
Oh, good right hand by Klitschko.
Really good right hand.
It's longer. Klitschko's jab is more accurate. It sets up his right hand.
You're hurting him with the right hand, that's all. Wait for single punch. No more single punch. You got 1 round.
Short jab, which pulls down the right hand, pulls down the left hand, and lands
Joshua down once.
Oh, big right hand by Joshua to start the round.
Oh, Klitschko's hurt. He might want to measure because one shot almost took him down. You better do it one shot.
Doesn't want to let Klitschko off the hook.
Left hand lands for
the win there, but it's a delicate balance.
Another little left hand shot. Body shot. Oh. Vladimir in trouble. Right down. Down goes Klitschko. On the rope. Pulls himself up. Career. Second knockdown in the round.
Joshua would be wise to remember to stay in the neutral corner and not give Klitschko extra time.
For broke. Is aimed at ending the fight. Body shot. Left hooker. Right hand. David Fields is going to stop it.
That
was a great heavyweight.
Roy Jones, take us through the replays and tell us what happened here in
And in the beginning round, he landed a beautiful right uppercut. That shot usually, on most days, takes Vladimir out. With a left hook, right hand, another left hook, the right body shot, left hook to the head, and down goes Vladimir. Vladimir was actually not hurt so bad right here.
Okay, guys, I give you instruction in the dressing room. Let's have a team match, okay? Good luck, and God bless you.
The touch of gloves was perfunctory. It will be very much meaningful now. The talking over. This first round could be absolutely key. Hay said that he could knock Chisora out in this very first round. A 20,000 wagered said that it won't happen. Hay trying to start fast. Oh, good left hand from Chisora. Chisora trying to keep the tight guard in the manner of his hero, Joe Frazier.
Size difference as well straight away. There's a lot of height.
Chisora keeping defences tight. Fast hands from Hay, the former champion.
Well, and Hay throwing a lot of shots. He doesn't normally throw this many shots.
He's thrown more shots in this first round than he did in about 6 against Valuev.
David's not even trying to make Chisora miss. He's just unloading when Derek's coming in.
Has certainly improved enormously in the last year, and that experience against Vitaly in the Klitschko fight is that he can't afford to let Hay get into a rhythm and stack up rounds early on.
Yeah, he's the Klitschko, and he needs to just keep making David Hay work. David Hay's working very hard, but it's a hit.
No bombs from Hay in any sense disconcerting Derek Chisora. In the corner now with his trainer.
Let him miss, yeah? What's that level? That left hook, time it better. Front room.
Bang that jab in his chest, okay?
You good?
The other voice in that corner was...
Keep giving nothing away.
So making him just hit elbows and gloves, and that plan for Chisora to make Hay miss, make him try and punch himself out and come on strong down.
Chisora just trying to go. Hay, the big question marks on occasion about his stamina as well. Now this is where Chisora wants it. Leaning on, making that 37
Chisora's got to use it. He's got to keep coming forward like this, but keep tight all the time. Blocking with elbows and gloves. He has it for Derek Chisora.
That's a good right hand from Hay. Felt the weight of that.
He just missed.
Chisora's got to keep coming forward though, got to get into his territory.
Yeah, but when you get there, you've got to do something. You've got to make sure that you clock the points up.
There's that big right hand again to land.
He's trying to chop it down, really come down. Maybe even the top. Don Charles saying when you get close, let it go. And it must only be the one shot.
The attempted uppercut taken on the arms. Now Chisora's into range, and you see he's trying to get space to land that.
So steep and so coming down onto David Hay's head.
Chisora not really a singles, but he does have a cast iron chin. One landed after the bell by Hay. 2 rounds gone, 2 rounds to this guy. Right hand. The super slow motion replay, but it was delivered with real speed.
Yeah, comes in, you'll twitch him up. It's definitely something that he's worked on, because you don't throw shots like that.
David Hay, if you've been living on Mars, he's the guy. Chisora finding the target. It was kind of the perceived wisdom that the early stage. Lovely sharp right hand from Hay, great hand speed and accuracy. To be tested once more, that chin by Derek Chisora. Smile from Hay.
Enough for me, and Hay's controlling everything on his back foot. He's landing, he's staying tight, he's not getting caught.
Chisora just trying to walk him down again, get in range. You can see him setting himself for that
starting to drop, he's starting to open and close it fast, and you can see it's taking its toll. This is a high fight.
They certainly learned, though, Hay, from that day back in September 2004 when
that was a painful lesson to learn, but nonetheless.
Chisora getting into range. Now they go toe-to-toe. Look at this, good tackling. People are standing up all around, and after the bell went,
literally on top of the ring.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't know if David Hay switched off or not, or Chisora did then and maybe come back.
That was that left hand after the bell and at the exchange.
He didn't quite turn it in enough, but I think the people on the other side of the ring must have heard the bell, because
that has had an effect. The eyes have cleared now, but just for a few seconds, he scored that third round 2, Paul.
Still had to give it to
begins. Now, was Hay seconds of this fourth? There's the right hand from Chisora. Hay, though, takes it well. Oh, big right hand again from Chisora. Now back comes Hay. And Chisora onto the back foot, almost for the first time. And
Fight doesn't want to be there. You're not used to being on the ropes. You don't want to be there with someone like David Hay.
Now here comes Hay trying the fourth round. Oh, big right hand from Chisora now. Good left hand from Hay. Lovely punch.
Doesn't need to do that.
Well, it's been another round for Hay. Taking the pattern that many people expect. He's surely 4 rounds up. His fight. Let's hear what Adam's saying. That's a terrific, lovely shot.
Yeah, and a good right hand return from Chisora. Lovely uppercut inside from David Hay to start the exchange. Yeah, the first and the last say in the exchange as well. Lovely, well-timed, sneaky uppercut.
Chisora just not able. Right hand from Hay got through, but he looked a little bit disorganised. At the moment, the boxing class of Hay is prevailing. Lovely right hand, and then slipping the attempt. And another big right from Hay. Chisora getting
just the fight, because if David Hay can do this and maintain his work rate for 10 rounds, then he wins the fight clearly. But does what we all expected him to do and slow down. And Chisora taking over late.
Chisora, we saw against Vitaly Klitschko most emphatically on that occasion, did go 12 rounds. Frank Warren getting animated. Oh, big left hand and right! Tremendous from Hay! Left hook, right hand, and Chisora down in the fifth. Wonderful left hook that was from David Hay.
David Hay's an exceptional finisher.
Chisora holding on with he's got one of the best chins in the business, but he couldn't stand up. And he's gone again. I don't think he's going to get up this time. The counts at 6, at 7, at 8. He has. He's waiting. He's stopped the fight. It's all over. And the great, quite brilliant. That was the first knockdown. And when it came again,
shot at the right time, you're going to go, and that was an exceptional finish.
His public.
With it, the speed that makes an explosion.
When you got one, he'd have walked into a fight commentators at ringside. Huge in the punches that he was able to find. There's the left hand and there's the right.
Not stopping it whatsoever. You know, perfect, right on the button. He was going off that. The right hand just helped him over.
And then when the second knockdown came, well,
the right hand just helped him on his way. Chisora being brave, trying to fight, but when you're disorientated, there's no way you're going to fight. Great
3
finish.
right hooks.